Hi everybody, Russ and the West Ham Network. I hope you are all safe and well and enjoying this clement weather in the UK. Hornchurch is basking in sunshine. If you're new and give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a bloody good subscribe, maybe become a channel member as well. Why not? Can I just point you to yesterday's interview with Shaka Hislop? Please go and check it out. It's a absolute brilliant interview. He was on these at my Brown podcast recently, I know as well, but a top man, Shaka. I could listen to him all day. We spoke about the debate between Fabianski versus Areola. We spoke about the FA Cup final. You've got to, really. As much as we don't want to talk about it, he was there, so we've got to talk about it. We spoke about, obviously, West Ham's exploits this season, advice for young goalkeepers, who chose the music in the changing rooms when he was playing, who was his best defenders, and then we got to the important questions like how's he cook his steak, what's his favourite drink, and also what's his favourite chocolate bar. And exclusively revealed on the West Ham Network, he loves a Tunnock's caramel wafer. Brought to you in association with KUMB.com. I bring to you the Hammers headlines for the 24th of March. Now, there's not much news in terms of team news within the actual squad itself. It's international break. I did a show earlier today about going through all the different fixtures that everyone's playing. We've got 6 first teams international players, as well as people like Ben Johnson and Lesse, who are in the under-21s and under-20s respectively, amongst others. But what I thought I'd bring you today is a transfer special. There's a few transfer rumours which broke yesterday, some which have been sort of plodding along for a while, and a new name as well. So we'll start with this man in terms of Sven Botman. Sven Botman. West Ham apparently tracking the little star, the 6'5". He ain't, he's a big lad, centre-back for the summer transfer market, after David Moyes held a summit with the Irons board to discuss plans. According to the Evening Standard, him and the board have met recently to outline potential targets, with the Scot wanting the Hammers to strengthen in the off-season to ensure we keep up competition in the Champions League and Europa League places. One position we all know that Moyes needs to strengthen in is the centre-back position, ideally with a left-sided centre-half to partner Kurt Zouma on the right-hand side. The Irons boss believes Botman suits the profile of the target he wants and wants to bring him into East London for that role. He's got several alternatives on the shortlist as well. Obviously, the foul bid for Duj Kaleta-Khan, not technically a left-footed centre-back. He does play on the left, but he's predominantly right-footed, but he can play both. He's ambidextrous, lucky him. He was obviously on the radar this season for Moyes, and with a foul bid in January. Potentially could come back in for him in the summer, but Botman is the one he wants. We face strong competition from the likes of Newcastle, which is basically a line for every transfer rumour we have coming up in the next year, 2 years, I'd say, and AC Milan. The Toon and AC Milan are big admirers of the Dutch centre-back, who cost Lille 7.5 million when he joined Ajax in 2020. It obviously cost West Ham far more than that. Apparently, they set an asking price of 35 million in January after Newcastle had a 29.5 million pound bid rejected. So around 40 million pounds it's going to cost. He also turned down Newcastle's renewed advances earlier this month, as he wanted to potentially join AC Milan. So obviously Moyes is a big struggle to convince Botman to leave Lille for West Ham over a switch to the San Siro, for example. So, Stratford or the San Siro. But doing so will have plenty of benefits. Former West Ham player Jose Font described Botman as one of the best defenders he's ever worked with, and considering he's worked alongside the likes of Van Dijk during his Southampton days, that's not bad. That's not bad in terms of admiration. He's already a league winner in France, and against the might of PSG too, and he's only 22 years old, dominant in the air, comfortable on the ball, out of defence, and an ability to read the game ahead of anyone else. So Botman could be the man. The Botman returns. We shall see. Another name that keeps cropping up is this young man. in terms of Keane, Lewis Porter. See what I did there? Are we keen on Lewis Porter? I don't just throw the show together. It's believed that the West Ham are to rival Spurs in the pursuit of the English-wide player this summer. 21-year-old has been a breath of fresh air in the Championship this season and has caught the eye by producing some impressive displays for Hull in the final third. He's featured in 41 matches during the campaign, scoring 9 goals, providing 4 assists in all competitions. He was called up to the England under 21 squad for the first time this week. So that shows the prominence of his rise in the Championship. So maybe old Benny Boy Johnson could have a quick word, because obviously Ben's called up to the under 21s for the first time ever as well. They'll be the newbies. So hopefully he'll have a little word in his ear. We'll see. Lewis Porter can generate an extra yard of space for himself, definitely. There's obviously a lot of parallels to Jarrod Bowen, obviously both coming from Hull as well. Makes some energetic runs from the ball out of wide areas. He works hard on the defensive side of his game as well, which would make him a reliable member of the West Ham squad. Moyes likes someone who treks back. As I said, at 21, he's got the potential to become one of the best players in his position. Thus, West Ham boss David Moyes would be wise to orchestrate a move to acquire his services in the summer. Although primarily a left-sided player, he can also play right and as a centre forward as well. So ding, ding, ding. Moyes loves diversity in terms of his players, and he can play at least in 3 different positions. So we'll see. If all things considered, I think Lewis Porter would be a very good long-term option for the Hammers to consider in the summer for sure, particularly on that left-hand side. Him on the left, maybe Bowen on the right. Oh, sounds good. Sounds like old David Moyes will get it right. Anyway, and finally, a new name. We've been linked with Ludovic Blas. We all know Ludovic, big fan of Ludovic. He's got a physique on him, let's be honest. He's got some muscles on him. He's currently star of the show at Nantes in Ligue 1. We love our Ligue 1 links at the moment. And has interest from West Ham. The attacking midfielder has scored 12 goals in 32 games in all competitions this far, as well as picking up 2 assists, showcasing just how good he can be further up on the pitch. While he isn't the striker we all want, which is obviously something that we sorely need, he can contribute a decent number of goals with the way he plays, particularly very similar to how Jesse Lingard came in and made that sort of midfield impact. The interest has been reported by Italian journalist Rudy Galletti, who explains the player could leave Nantes in the summer, and then adds us and Newcastle, surprise, surprise, are interested in the player, with the Ligue 1 side currently evaluating their star at around 20 million euros, so it's about 80 million quid. Something to think about, because he's definitely the type of player who could add strength in depth to the West Ham side, and wouldn't break the bank too much for 18 million snicker, to be honest. And that's it today, and that's it for the Hammers headlines. 3 stories, 3 transfer rumours. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you want? What's your shop? If you had a shopping list, if you were Davy Moyes and you had a shopping list for the summer, who would you get? Not just positions, but who? Because we all know we need a centre back, but who specifically? Let's get a bit of debate. Let's have a mass debate in the chat below. Anyway. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, wash those hands, stay healthy, stay safe, come in your irons, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.